Whenever the mainline series Pokemon games are not really fulfilling, or there's like a humongous pause in between updates and DLC, the only thing that seemed to fix my Pokemon itch are Pokemon Fangames and ROM hacks. Now over here, we play a lot of those. I'm talking about back to like 2012. You can go on the channel right now and see a plethora of games that I've covered. And there are many channels on YouTube that I'm sure have put you onto some amazing games. And so today, we're gonna be going over underrated Pokemon Fangames and ROM hacks that you should play right now. Make sure I leave a like in the comments. Subscribe if you guys are new, and do not forget to hit the bell, secondofmy.com. You know, come on, y'all know what to do. Come on, y'all. The first one goes to Pokemon Legends of the Arena. Now, I first heard about this game back when Shofu did a playthrough on it, and it was an amazing watch over on his channel. And eventually, I ended up doing my own playthrough, and it's a really good game. I know in 2023, we like to like clown Pokemon games with a lot of dialogue and like some weird, crazy story, but the story in Legends of the Arena is actually really good. Instead of a Pokemon gym challenge, you have to go on a Pokemon League tour where it's you and a couple of other kids, and I'm pretty sure it's your brother too, and you have to go each town to fight. It's almost like a circus in that way, and there's an evil crime syndicate that tries to stop you because they were once a part of it. There's some crazy lore and some weird law in the game that you can actually learn about. Even if you don't end up playing the game, there's a playthrough over in the description section below that you should go check out. And like I said, I'm pretty sure a lot of you all will enjoy, and you will go and download the game. The next one on the list goes to Pokemon Tales of the Outskirt Stand. And of course, you know, if you know Outskirt Stand, you know this is a sequel to the Pokemon XD and Coliseum games. Now, I always wondered why there wasn't like a fan game ROM hack space for the Pokemon Ore games. Just like how there's a humongous community for the Mystery Dungeon fan games. Oh my God, there's like 50 different ones. And I don't even like Mystery Dungeon, but you know, those fan game guys, they be cooking over there, I promise you. And for a 2 to 3 hour Pokemon game, this is actually really, really good. I've always wanted like a more modern take on Shadow Pokemon. Literally just keep the gauges and all that stuff, just add more variety to the damn decks. And when I saw the Shadow Ceruledge in this game and seeing like other generation 6 through 8 Pokemon in Shadow forms, I don't know, dog. It just does something to me. I love Shadow Pokemon. I love the gimmick. I love the attraction. I love it. I just love it, bro. We just need more Shadow Pokemon fan games and ROM hacks. I don't even care if they're Ore games. You can literally just be like, oh yeah, Cypher retreated to the so-and-so region, and there you go. Listen, if you love the Ore games, play this games because it has a lot of reoccurring characters and a lot of really good faces that I just love to see in 2023. And it makes me want to replay through Pokemon Grand Coliseum and Pokemon XG. So if you see a playthrough out of nowhere after this video, do not look at me. The next one goes to Pokemon Crystal Legacy. Now watch this, right? Smith is a really good Pokemon content creator, and his videos on this game specifically honestly have gone viral several times. But I gotta be honest, I don't see enough community people talking about this game. This is a really good Pokemon Crystal ROM hack. Now, I don't wanna sit here and like, you know, gas him up and down other content creators that make Pokemon fan games ROM hacks, no. But this is like a really good way to fix one of the worst generations in Pokemon history. It reminds me of what like Drayano used to do back in the day, where he would like make the entire Pokemon decks at that time available, and he'd buff up some really bad mons while also not trying to make it incredibly hard. Just like a more staple challenge for people to play in modern times. And I think this is exactly that. I mean, dog, one of the biggest complaints about Generation 2 is that like, you know, most of the Pokemon Pokédex is not like even available in this game. You can get these Pokemon just out there. He even made Sneasel, Murkrow, and Mischievous really good in this game. And spoiler alert, hold on, wait a minute, he gave Lance Zapdos. Are you serious? And at the time of this recording, he hasn't finished all of the Kanto updates, but for the most part, the gym leaders are already done, and so is Red, which I haven't gotten to because I wanted to wait until that point. But for real, you have to go look up Pokemon Crystal Legacy, look into the development of this game, look into my playthrough of this game. This game is really good, and I don't see enough people making content on this game. That's why it's underrated in my opinion. Now, this next one is gonna be pretty controversial, but hear me out for a moment. The next one goes to PokéMMO. Now, you're probably wondering, Nick, how is this game overrated? It has like almost 1,000 concurrent players. Listen, hear me out. Hear me out. What makes this game underrated is there aren't a lot of content creators on this game. Everybody's dream back in the day used to be like, oh, I would love a Pokemon game where I can go through all the regions and play them. And this is literally that. This game not only has one of the most welcoming communities ever, but the game itself is also really fair. Like, it doesn't like have that BS MMO stuff that almost all the other MMOs have, and it's constantly improving, dude. Just recently it had one of the most biggest updates when Johto came, and the amount of players that were on this game is crazy, dog. There are over 242,000 members that have played the game, and only 10,000 most online, and it probably was during like an event or something. Not only do we need more people to be playing this game, but we also need more content creators. I only ever saw like 4 or 5 that were covering this game, and to those content creators, shout out Official Darku, Petrowski, Manic Mina, and Dyna MMO. Listen, you have to support this game. This game is amazing, dude. It's so underrated, and it's just a really good game. The community is phenomenal. I keep saying the same things, but you just have to look into it yourself. It's so fun. I need you to believe me when I say this. This was not planned to be like a 5, but number 5 goes to Pokémon Desolation. Now, I know a lot of people are gonna look at this game and be like, oh my god, it's another Rejuvenation and Reborn clone, but I promise you, the game is amazing still. Before my first time playing the game, when I tell you everybody begged me to play this game because they know that I love Rejuvenation and Reborn, I mean, like, they went comment sections literally begging me. And when I finally got to the game, bro, oh my god, it's so good. Now, unfortunately, I got the bad ending in the game, so I will be going through eventually and like obviously replaying through the game because it has been updated recently, and the next update is actually coming out sometime in 2024, so maybe I'll wait till then, maybe I won't, I'm not sure. But when I tell you, dude, the game is amazing. It pretty much is the exact same, like, you know, normal glitch Pokemon remix like music for the OSTs and some original OSTs as well. There's like new characters you haven't seen, there's new towns, like how they make their towns is really cool. The side quests are really good, the characters are really good, especially there's a part in the game where like one of the characters that you like interact with a lot, there's like decisions you make that can impact her, and for me, unfortunately, I got the part where she ends up killing herself, and I know it sounds crazy, but it's so good, dude. It's so crazy. I felt so like I just feel so attached to these characters, and hopefully when the game does get updated really soon, hopefully it adds all the Generation 9 and some other things that people will love to see in newer games as well. And as the game gets closer to completion, they go back and reintroduce and redo all the things that maybe they kind of did not like in the beginning of the game's development process, you know. But all in all, I really think a lot of people should like give this game its just dues and give it a lot more credit than noted. I think the only people that actually played the game was, I think, like me and Voltsy, who were like of note. I wish a lot of people would like get on this game as much as possible, because I feel like the developers need that support for sure. And plus, if you're a fan of Rejuvenation and Reborn, then I honestly think you will like this game, especially with how dark it can get and how like mind twisty some of the storylines are. It's really, really good. I keep saying it, I keep gassing it, but if you're watching this, developers of Pokemon Desolation, please, for the love of God, do not give up on that game. Keep making it dope. It's so dope. It's so cool, and I cannot wait until you update the game. I can play through it again and enjoy it. Hopefully I don't get the bad ending this time. Oh my goodness. And with that, these are the 5 underrated Pokemon ROM hacks and fan games that I like, that I think a lot of more people should like, you know, give, I guess, more shine to as well. If you're interested in the playthroughs of those games, link to them in the download should be in the description section below, and then, you know, obviously down there. While you're down there, make sure I leave a like and a comment, as I said in the beginning of the video. And then with that being said, just thank you so much for enjoying the video. Thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I see you guys in the next one. Bye. I love you guys.